Welcome to this week's chaplaincy reflection. Today I want to talk to you and share with you this idea that the fact we're just entering back into ordinary time. Now, what is ordinary time? What is ordinary about ordinary time? We've just celebrated Easter. Easter has gone on for about 7 weeks, something like 7 or 8 weeks. And it's just a time of great celebration. Before that, we had Lent, which went on for about 6 weeks, and it feels like we haven't had ordinary time for a really, really long time. So it's no longer Easter, and it's not an Lent, we're not in Advent, and we're not in Christmas. However, this time is still really, really exciting. And actually, ordinary time is just as extraordinary as any other times in the church's year. I want to show you a liturgical calendar. Now I've coloured some of the parts in to hopefully make it a bit easier. I hope that's not backwards either. The big part here is ordinary time. It takes up actually most of the church's year, and it's in green. Hopefully you can see that is in green. The colour for ordinary time is green, and actually when we enter into this time, it kind of tells me that actually it's summertime, like we're coming into summer. It's nearly time to go on holiday. Might not be going on holiday this year, but actually it's a real time of blessing. Actually, what makes something extraordinary? What makes something that is so ordinary extraordinary? How do we do that? By adding something to it, making something unique. An example is a cake. Okay, this is my example here. So the cake you've just made is very, very delicious, and it will taste amazing as it is. But actually, if you add some icing on top, it just makes it that extra bit more delicious. So I've got an example here of a piece of carrot cake. So actually, without the icing on top, it would taste just taste really great. But adding the icing on top, I really, really enjoy it with the extra bit. So it's not just an ordinary carrot cake, it's an extraordinary carrot cake. Okay, so ordinary time is actually just as extraordinary as any other times in the church's year. It's a time when actually we can really focus on following Jesus and focus our faith. It's not. I know that Easter is a time of celebration, and Lent, we're preparing ourselves to Easter. Advent, we're preparing for Christmas. Christmas, we are enjoying and celebrating. But actually, this time now, we can focus on who we are and who Jesus is in our lives. It's a time where we can become extraordinary, and we are all called to holiness, and to be saints. But how do we become holy? How do we become those extraordinary people? Mother Teresa had many wise words, wise things to say to us. And she said this, she said, "Do small things with great love." So it's about doing the little things in our lives, our small actions in our daily life, our ordinary things, but with great love. Can you imagine if everybody did everything with love, with so much care? Like, how would the world be? It would be such a different place. So let's have a think. What ordinary things can you do with great love? What can you do to make the world around you extraordinary? We need the help of the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit to help us in our quests in all that we do. We've just celebrated the Feast of Pentecost. So in all that you do, ask the Holy Spirit to be with you, to work with you, and to be within you. So maybe enjoy a piece of cake with a bit of extra frosting, and ask the Holy Spirit to come and to be with you in all that you do. And just pray simply, "Come, Holy Spirit." That's all I want to share with you this week. Very simple, coming into ordinary time. And it's not just ordinary, it's always extraordinary. What can you do to make things in your life extraordinary? How can you become holy? How can you become a saint? Keep following us on these weekly videos, and always check out our Instagram, daily updates and prayer. God bless.